Hello everybody and welcome to yet another Planetside 2 beta patch note video. This is for the patch pertaining to the 28th of September, which came out today as I'm recording this. I'm going to try to get this video up as soon as possible. But there's quite a few things that are different in this patch that they added. The first and most notable thing is if you look at my certs on the left side of the screen, I have 260. I had much more than that when I logged in this morning. I had over 5,000. Basically, they just increased the passive cert gain. You see me get one right there. For the time being, just so we can test out different certs. This won't be permanent, and in fact, I'm pretty sure they're planning on wiping characters next week anyways with the Esmir patch to get rid of all those crazy certs that we've added, which is, you know, it's understandable. I'm not gonna judge them too hard for that. So other than that, there's been some notable bug fixes to mention before we continue on, and that's that the Liberator gun certifications are able to be equipped now. If you had like a zoom and stuff on your Liberator, you weren't able to equip that since the latest patch, but they fixed that. And also firing explosives right after another, so if I shot a rocket and then waited for it to reload and then shot it right after, it wouldn't do any damage before. Same happened with tank rounds, but they fixed that. So that's all working, which is awesome and great. Now let's get into the certs that they've added. I think this is probably the most notable stuff. So let's go to my engineer. You see I've spent a lot of certs. Let's go to my engineer and let's go to the weapon here. So they added ammunition. So you have soft point ammunition and high velocity ammunition. Soft point basically makes it so you do more damage at medium range, but the damage drop-off is much higher at greater range. And then high velocity ammunition makes it so that the bullets travel faster and is really effective at long range. So, but the alternative to that is that the vertical recoil is obviously slightly higher in comparison to standard ammunition. So that's a little more annoying for up close. But I've been able to compensate by using that. I use a really low mouse sensitivity, so I'm able to compensate very well without it messing up my aim. So I would suggest doing the high velocity first before soft point. Let's see here, what else? They added, just to note, they added the certifications for the flares. Let's see if I can even go find it. Scythe. And where's the flare at? I don't even know if I can find it. Apparently what they added, we'll see if I can even see it. Oh, there it is, the decoy flares. They made it so that it's a cooldown reduction. So that's the flares, which is really nice. I don't know if that's automatically installed now, but you can reduce the cooldown on it, which is quite nice if you like flying around aircraft. Personally, I suck at it. Now, they added other things for the infantry, which is what I was going to have a look at, but I totally got distracted with the flares. They added pitcher, which makes it so you pretty much throw grenades quicker. Not too, you know, crazy there. They also added ammunition belts, so you can carry more ammunition on all the classes. Really sweet. I really like that. That is a cool cert to have. By the way, nanoweave armor isn't as great as I was expecting it to be, and then the last cert costs 1920. These aren't final stuff, so wanted to mention that. People were asking me if I've tried the nanoweave armor. It's not as good as you would hope for, so I've been using that. But the ammunition belt, really nice if you're not an engineer. If you're an engineer, obviously you could just reload your ammo, but I mean, if you're carrying any type of the explosive, which tank mines are now working, by the way, then you know you can't have the ammo. So having the extra ammo is always really nice. So for the light assault, they're actually making light assault more useful, slowly but surely. Well, in the past patch they were completely useless, but now they're getting there. So where are we? Explosives. There we go. The flash grenade has been added. I don't have enough certs to buy it yet, but it's pretty much what it says. I mean, it's really nothing special. It's a flash grenade. It blinds you and blinds the enemy and stuff. And from what I've seen, more people blind themselves than they do the enemy. I'd rather just have a grenade that's going to kill them up front anyways, but you know, if it's your thing, then awesome. Well, I guess on the other hand, it does provide a bit more utility for them, which is always good. And I've noticed these jump jets have a drifter jump jets, which basically thrust you upwards and then you kind of drift down, so you can glide along, I guess. And I didn't notice that cert before. I didn't know if it was in there, but it is there now, which, you know, is cool. And then the infiltrator had some other stuff added. The hacking now works better, I guess. It's quicker. And the cloaking devices, as far as the nano armor cloaking, which basically just gives you armor rather than a cloak. It got adjusted. It's now 25% damage resist all the way through the 4th rank, and then the 5th rank is 30% damage resist rather. So that's good to know. That's I think that's almost worth it. The cloak is nice though, so it's kind of a hit or miss. And the infiltrators now have, I don't even know if it's on here. We'll find out. I don't think it is, but they have a, no, I don't think it is. Nope. They have a reconnaissance tool, and it doesn't, the patch notes don't specify, wow, I'm having a hard time talking today, which it actually does. I have no idea what it does. Decoy grenade. Wait, I already have this? What does it do? Oh man, we're going to have to check that out. Let's go find out what the decoy grenade does, and we could probably find out what the reconnaissance tool does as well. I'm pretty sure it just is like a radar thing, kind of like what the flashes are able to get. So let's spawn as, can I spawn beacon? Nope, that's not what I want. Back up. Is it like in here? It might be. I'm not sure. I mean, we'll find out. I don't see what they were talking about, but let's go into it. Yeah, and that's just a normal grenade too. So I don't know what that cert was that I had. So it probably isn't working, or I just have no idea how to get to it. Yeah, I've got no idea at all. But aside from that, we have, let's go to my engineer. Suppressors are working, so if you wanted to have a suppressor, like so, whoops, that is the pistol, not the rifle. Let's put the rifle on. Let's change the flash suppressor, which is what I have now, whoops, to the suppressor. So basically, it's kind of, you know, it's as quiet as it always has been with the thing. But the problem is, the velocity is down, so the amount the projectiles shoot, the speed of it is down, so that takes a little getting used to when you're in combat. It's hardly noticeable when you're actually shooting at a wall, but when you're shooting at somebody, it is pretty noticeable. And the damage over the distance. So if I shot someone like way up on this hill, it would do less damage as if I shot them right in front of me. So that it's got some drawbacks having the suppressor. So what I do is I just do the flash suppressor, which I quite like. It's easier to use at night, I guess. Otherwise, I probably just won't use anything for the front barrel of my gun. Now, what else? Heavy assaults, rockets, which I was just a heavy assault, which I was going to show you at the beginning. The rocket now shoots faster, so we'll try this out. Yeah. Ooh, wow. That shoots way quicker. It used to be fairly slow, fairly easy to dodge, but that is a pretty good speed. Probably easier to shoot down aircraft with dumb rockets, which I've had quite a bit of luck doing. The scatter cannon for the new conglomerate has more ammo, and also the new conglomerate weapons shoot more accurately, which, you know, damn Higby, he probably pushed for that. Infrared night vision is super nerfed. Let's go to my engineer and let's put that sucker on. Probably should have done this before. Is that it? No, that's the laser. Oh, there it is. Good. Equip. So check this thing out. It is so nerfed. At night, it's no better either. Like, what? Like, you can't see a thing. It is so bad. I mean, you can't even see barely on top of this hill. I mean, you could kind of tell it's there, and then people appear like these bushes do. They're black and white, so it's even harder to see them at night with the infrared night vision on than it is without it. So I've completely ditched it. It got way nerfed. They over-nerfed it is what they did, so they can kind of find the middle ground. And personally, I'm just not even going to bother using it, which is why I've been using this like iron sights, or not iron sights, but you know what I mean. Let's see here. What else was changed? Burster maxes are now just a general thing that people have. Let me see if I can even see it. I'm pretty sure it's there. Max, and nope, I don't think it's there. It is. So I can equip a burster if I wanted to. They did that because the anti-aircraft capabilities of infantry were super low at the moment, so people are having a hard time dealing with aircraft. So they fixed that, so they gave us a burster max to be able to use. You still have to buy the other hands if you want to dual wield it, but that's fine. One is enough for me, in my opinion. As far as weapons go, there really isn't a whole lot more changes to the weapons. But as far as vehicles go, light aircraft start with an external fuel tank. You may even be able to see that in the customization. Oop, that's classes, vehicles, scythe, loadout, and maybe they totally, oh there it is, external afterburner. So they just increased the fuel on that at the moment. I don't know if that's going to stay. The ammunition capacity for the C-150 Dalton is increased. I have no idea what weapon that is, so don't ask me. Skyguard weapon was nerfed yet again. Magazine size and ammunition capacity was reduced. But that makes it so... I don't even know if you can spec into... Let's check. Yeah, you can increase the ammo capacity through certs. So, you know, and the reload speed, so the clip capacity isn't that big of a deal. I think the reload speed and the maximum ammo capacity are two separate things to equip. At least that's what they are on the Mag Rider, from what I've learned. Whoops, let's go to the... Is it the weapon? Yeah. So utility, see, reload speed and ammo capacity. It's two separate things. I can have one or the other. So I don't know if that's going to be a thing that we can have both of or not. It does kind of seem overpowered if you can get both of them at the same time. But, I mean, if you're having a problem with ammunition capacity for your Skyguard, you could fix that. And another notable thing, the Liberator has an afterburner now, so that's kind of cool. It was always hard for them to kind of get away, but now they're able to. As you see, I already have 300 certs, so yeah, they spawn fairly quickly. Now, as far as world changes go, I'm actually going to take you to them to show you that... ooh, let's repair this. Well, while I'm doing this, I will meet you at the Aladdin Biolab, so you can kind of see the changes they did there as far as capture mechanics go. Alright, I got myself a scythe, and we're going to go to Aladdin. Basically, what they did is they made it so, you can see it off in the distance over there, they made it so the points around it, so like what used to be A and B, are now forward operating bases, so they don't actually cap Aladdin for you, so you can't just be another faction out there. And is that an enemy aircraft? I probably should shoot at that. Let's take it out. I don't get to see much action on these patch videos, but you know, it's good to see action every now and then. I'm a terrible pilot, by the way. I think I'm getting shot at by this guy still. I'm gonna die. This is awesome. Okay, good. Well, this gives me a chance to show you. I meant to do that. This gives me a chance to show you the new deployment. So as you see here, they now show the well, the territory on the deployment screen, which is something they didn't do before, which is also really nice. You may also notice there's lines, so let's look at the map for that. As it loads in slowly, it's still kind of buggy. It shows kind of the borders of control, so it shows you kind of what you control and what the other ones control. You can see a red line going there too. As far as on this one, you see a blue line. They also fixed some of the map stuff, so like, well, this is a bad example because none of them are like it. But let's say we had Crossroads Watchtower, but they had everything around it. It would show as kind of a dark purple, or vice versa. If the New Conglomerate had it and we had everything around it, it would show as a dark blue. So it just kind of is more map feedback, so I really like that. Let's see if I could deploy at the Biolab. Probably not. No, it doesn't look like it. Look, we'll meet you over there, I swear. Alright, we're coming up on the Biolab here, but it's hot, so I'm not sure whether or not I'll live or not, or I don't even think we have it anymore. But you know what? I'm doing it. I'm showing you guys what's different. So these outposts that you see on the left over there, that is no longer part of the Biolab. It's just a forward operating base, which helps you take it by having more influence around the area. As far as the Biolab goes, you can see on the mini-map there, or above the mini-map even, they have A, B, C, and D still. That's inside the Biolab, but A and B are no longer outside of it. So you just have the 4 capture points inside to capture the base, as opposed to the 2 outside and the 4 inside. So that, oop, that's a Prowler. That helps quite a bit, I would say, on capturing this facility. It's a little easier to kind of take the outer stuff and then work your way inside. I'm totally going to die a terrible death again. I don't think I'm going to get away, but you know what? I'm certainly going to try as we... Ooh, wee, whoa! I think I killed myself. It shows that he got me just because he did the last bit of damage. Okay, we'll move on to one last environmental thing that I've seen in the game. As I try to sneak by the Terran that are trying to make this as difficult as possible, I promise you I will show you this difference thing that I've seen. That's right English, right? Does that even come... Okay, that's above me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going to die again. So basically, off over here near the Crossroads Watchtower, where the road kind of goes in, it used to be a bump. It used to be a hill that you had to cross to get there. Now they've changed the road a bit. The road now concaves in, and I'll show you that as soon as I get around this rock as safely as I possibly can. Oop. And there's also random noises that happen if you couldn't hear that. It's just, don't ask me. I don't know. Random bugs. Beta's beta. So yeah, the road there, as you can see, concaves in. And that allows for a little bit better angle of attack on the tower with vehicles, but it also allows for better defense from them because they're able to see the road where the vehicles would come in at. They're able to shoot it a little better. There's a tree in the way, but I mean, they can blind fire and still hit things. Also, it allows for a bit more infantry combat to happen across these ridges, I feel, so that way you can kind of shoot down into the concave. But that's pretty much the only other thing that I've noticed as far as environmental changes go. I'm sure there's more. It's just that's the only one I've seen thus far. So on that note, hopefully next week will be the Ezimir patch like they keep promising. They pushed it back a week. It was supposed to be this week, but you know, they pushed it back, so now it's next week. And well, I mean, hopefully we see the fruit of their labors when that comes out, and then be doing a guide of that entire continent. But aside from that, I'm probably going to die because I hate playing Infiltrator, and we'll see you guys next time.